good morning, everybody. It is Friday, December 6th, 2024. Welcome back to the channel. I made a video last week, which I'm not going to post it because it basically turned into a bit of a rant. I decided no, I don't want to put that out. I don't want to put that vibe out there, so I deleted the video. And also I was full of flu, which is going around a lot right now. People coughing and sneezing everywhere, and some people saying, well, you should get the flu vaccine. That's not going to happen. I'm not putting any of that rubbish in my system. The good thing about Japan, you can actually choose to have vaccines or not, and they, even when you have a baby here, they don't force vaccines on the baby. They suggest vaccines that are recommended, but it's entirely up to you whether you give them vaccines or not. And likewise, you're not forced into any vaccines here either. You can probably tell my throat's pretty sore. I've been coughing a lot since last week. It's gotten worse in the last day or two, and I'm trying to take care of that with some protein drink, vitamin C. It's been a bit of a hectic week. I didn't go to work last week because I was so ill. I took the entire week off to rest, and it was very much needed. I was in bed at like 6 or 7 p.m. Each night. Just couldn't stay awake. And I'm not sure if it's seasonal change. Recently, both myself and my wife have gone off drinking alcohol, which is a good thing, I suppose, if we're staying healthy, you know. Well, she had her health check, her mandatory health check, that if you're a full-time worker here, you are legally obliged to have a full health check every year for the good of the company and the good of yourself, of course. And everything was fine with her except her liver was, I think she said the safe parameters are between 16 to 45 points, and she was at 46. So she has opted to quit drinking permanently, except for maybe special occasions like a wedding. She might have a drink there. We don't get invited to weddings that much, obviously, but and as for me, I'm just not feeling it. And the reason being, I think, and I'm pretty sure, is because I've decided to go back to following Jesus Christ, and I'm proud to say that. Now, I'm not claiming to be a perfect Christian, and I'm certainly not one of those guys that stands out on the streets preaching the gospel. Because, well, the main reason why is because I don't know enough to preach the gospel. But I do drop what I do know. I do drop into conversation occasionally. But I'm not going to be one of those religious nut jobs that tells you you're going to burn in hell if you don't do this, that, and the other. But I've lost the desire for alcohol, and getting wasted is just not. It's not fun, you know, especially the morning after, and especially if you've got to go to work. And the thing in Japan is a lot of companies have drinking parties, so it's not unusual to go drinking and eating after work with colleagues. Sometimes they'll find a reason to celebrate something, and they'll go, but still having to go to work the next day. So the word moderation is almost non-existent here. I just don't enjoy it anymore, and I have decided and opted to cut it out. And I think 2025 is going to be the year where I probably don't drink alcohol at all. In other news, so I don't remember if I mentioned this in a previous video, but my old company, the car company I used to work at like 10 years ago, they told me like a month ago there was absolutely no chance of me going back to work there. They have rehired some people who quit, and they went elsewhere, and then they decided it wasn't for them, and they went back to this company. And it looks like it's changed a lot. It used to be very authoritarianist, if that's a word. It was very bureaucratic, very authoritarianism kind of run army, like yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir kind of company. And that's why I quit, because work shouldn't be like that. it looks like it's changed. It looks like it's not like that anymore, which would be a great thing. But they recently contacted me this week and asked me to come in and have a little chat. And I saw the man who is now the kaicho. He's actually the son of the man who owns the company, but he's the kaicho. Used to be the semu. They're a little bit different, like kind of like a senior manager and a boss. And it's kind of strange that he was there because he's normally over in Chiba, which is way across the other side of Japan. He was asking me how old I am now, what my situation is, and I told him, you know, I'm remarried, I divorced and remarried, 2 kids now. And he laughed and said, oh, you're going to have to work until another 20 years. And I said, yeah, probably. They seemed very interested in getting me back in because I can speak English, and they need people on the phones to speak English and talk to overseas clients, which they have a lot of overseas clients now in countries like Australia, New Zealand, Dubai, the UK even, America. And while the Japanese people who work there have a relatively good TOEIC scores of around 500-600, which is a kind of average, I think they're struggling, so they're looking to get somebody who speaks English in to deal with people on the phones. Now, I don't know about that. There would be some outside yard work as well, because I don't want to sit in an office all day. Fine during the summertime, yeah, get me in that nice air-conditioned office. I don't even mind taking a salary cut for that, going to be comfortable. But yeah, there would be some engine work and working on vehicles, obviously, which would be great because I miss that. There's nothing being offered as such. It's just more of a feeler kind of thing to see where we're both at with each other. I go there occasionally, like every other, I don't want to say even every other week, just like maybe once a month I go there, take the guys some drinks, coffees and teas and stuff. Ambulance coming out. People are still friendly there, they remember me. There's a lot of people that have been working there a long time, so it's not all bad. And like I say, it does look like it's changed. It looks like they've got a lot more relaxed. Whereas before they used to get everybody in one room to have lunch and then tell people, hurry up and eat your lunch because there's a meeting in 10 minutes. They don't do that anymore. More paid days off, more flexi time. Like if you need to go to the hospital or the dentist, then you just sign a piece of paper and you can get a paid day off to go and do that. So it does look like it's a lot more easier, and I'm on the fence right now because if I go back there, it's a full-time job, so I'll have that job until I retire, and I'll get my health insurance paid, my pension paid, a lot of other benefits where it's easy to get a loan for a mortgage, even though I already have a mortgage. Just a whole lot of different things that are so much easier, plus bonuses. The last time I worked at the car company, I got very mentally sick because of the way things were being run. It's very, like I said, it was very regimented, and you know, you weren't allowed to think for yourself. Now that I know a lot more about what it is to work in a Japanese company, but I have made the point of saying, well, I would not go back if it was like it was before. We've been working in Hirao as well. I did do some filming up there, but the footage didn't turn out so interesting. So that's it for now, guys. I'll talk to you guys next week. Take care. Have a good one.